Namaste, good morning. Thank you so much for joining. This is about an 80-minute practice. Thank you. Please be mindful of your limitations. Please practice according to your conditions and your abilities. And always remember that the practice is an offering, so we're trying to deliver the best experience possible. Imagine all creation experiencing this through you. So let's begin. Close the eyes. Bring the attention within. Nothing to do, nothing to seek. Everything we need is already within. Let's begin with the sound of Om 3 times to attract divine attention. Imagine you're becoming one with all beings everywhere. Fix your mind on God alone. Rest your thoughts in God alone. And in God you will live hereafter. Of this there is no doubt. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering, and enjoy this practice to our senses. May we always have a strong desire for the knowledge that liberates us from pain and suffering. And may we cherish no ill feelings against each other. Only ever peace, love, joy, and compassion. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. So let's begin with the mantra for purification to purify the space, the grounds, and all the psychic channels within. If you know it, then you chant it with volume and conviction so it can be heard by all the subtle bodies within and all around. If you don't know it, just move the lips, pretend you're chanting through the voice of the Guru, and you derive all the benefits of purification as though you're chanting it perfectly. Om Pavitraha Pavitravā Sava Vashtanga Topiva Yaha Smaripandrikaksham Sabaya Bihantraha Sujihi. Let's start with spiritual breathing in order to connect with the divine within. Bring your arms up, the palms slightly turned up. From the fingertips down to the arms, inhale the best of the best down into the spiritual heart. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Holding it in the spiritual heart in the center of the chest and the right side of the physical heart. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale out through the arms, just the breath leaves. Everything that you pulled in stays within. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, inhale down through the arms. Imagine you're being flooded by all that you need. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Holding it all in the heart again, the spiritual heart. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale again out through the arms. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One last one. Inhale down everything you need into the spiritual heart. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Holding it in the heart as an offering to God who resides there. Exhale out through the arms. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring the arms back down. Purify our pranayamas. Help to purify us from the inside out. Imagine all the purifying effects coming up the spine to the crown. On the exhale, imagine all the impurities leaving out with the breath. Remember that the most important purifier, though, is the adherence to ethical rules, the adherence to yama and niyama, and the observance of yama and niyama. It's first and foremost compassion. So this is the main purifier, and so we just try to keep in observance of that. Left hand in Yana Mudra, second fingers up connected, other three fingers straight on the left knee. Right hand, second and third fingers fold down to the palm. This is Vishnu Mudra. When you turn a palm towards you, it's no longer Vishnu Mudra. Thumb for the right nostril, right ring finger for the left nostril. Inhale for 4 counts. Hold the breath for 12. Apply the throats in a root lock. Exhale out through the left side. For the root lock, you imagine you're contracting root muscles. Pinch the perineum muscles together, pull them up towards the navel, push them against the back wall of the body. For the throat lock, raise the chest as you inhale. When you bring your chin down into the chest, this will, and the back is, if you lift your chest, your back will stay more straight. The attention at the space between your eyebrows, the tongue to the roof of the mouth behind the teeth. Exhale in a way is gradual so that it's not like a big explosion out of the breath, and then you're completely empty by the 8th count. So let's begin. Sit tall and straight. Breathe out, completely empty the lungs. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. Plug the nose, third eye attention. 2, 3, 4. Throat lock, root lock. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale out to the left side. 2. Release the locks. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, inhale fully for 4 counts. 3, 4. Lift the chest. Hold the breath. Both sides of the nose closed. All the attention to space between your eyebrows. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale out to the left side again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. 3, 4. Hold the breath. Everything stops. All the mind activity, the body movements, and emotions as though they're frozen. 10, 11, 12. Exhale out through the left side. 2, 3. Remember gradually. 4, 5. A steady stream of breath out. 7, 8. Inhale again. 3, 4. Hold the breath. Exhale out to the left side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One last time. Inhale. 3, 4. Hold the breath. Keep your attention fixed on the space between your eyebrows. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale out to the left side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And release the right hand down. Nadi stimulator pranayama. So we're making the sound of a female honeybee. It's a pitch so that you feel it right in the center of the forebrow. Concentrate all your attention there, the seat of the divine perception. And as you're doing this, you're producing vibrations. When you plug the ears, the index fingers are pressing into the ears, so the sound is amplified in your head. And you imagine that sound, those vibrations are loud enough to dislodge all the impurities from where they're sitting in the body. Imagine them being shaken, dislodged, and pulled into the bloodstream where they'll eventually be carried out of the body. So we just allow the sound to ride the breath, and between each one you can drop your elbows down, take a deep breath in, breathe out, and then start again. So we'll do it 3 times in total. So take a deep breath in. Make sure the elbows are high so that you have good connection. If your elbows are down like this, then that you won't get a strong connection. And begin. All the attention to the space between the eyebrows. Just keep going. 2 more. Big breath in. Whenever you're done, bring both hands to Yana Mudra on the knees. Take a moment to observe any changes in the state of the body, the mind, and emotions. Have no expectations. Have no attachment to the results. Just be the witness watching everything. Now we'll chant the sum once. Bring all the attention to the crown. And as you do this, you might feel the whole top of the head vibrating with the action of the lips pressing together and producing those strong vibrations, and again a concentration at the crown. This helps to promote mental sharpness. Take a deep breath in. Even though the sound has disappeared, imagine those vibrations are continuing to do the work of making the mind sharp. Through the sharpness of mind, we acquire better, more discernment, the ability to recognize what is true, what is untrue, what is our true nature, which is non-dual. There's no one without the other. The true self is in fact the divine essence within, which is God. And now, through the practice, we try to see God in all the forms, and merge with that divine, that divinity that's within each form. So now, let's prepare for the practice. Come to standing. To make this practice even better than meditation, renounce all the fruits, dedicate them all to all beings everywhere. So come to standing. So now we're going to start off with some exercise to help generate some heat, and through the heat we allow the release of the impurities. This first one, imagine you're trying to shake all the impurities out of the organs. So the technique is we take a deep breath in on the inhale, raise the chest, exhale, come down, lean down, push your hands into your knees, empty the lungs completely. And now start to pump the belly button in and out, make the belly bounce. Try to release 50 times as you hold the breath out. Pull the belly button, keep on holding breath as you pull the belly button right to the front of the spine. Imagine trying to push the heart right between your shoulder blades. The belly button comes right in and up. And release, come up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, relax. We'll do it one more time. If you can't do it 50 times, don't worry. Just do as many times as you need to. At the end of it, you contract again. Pull everything up and in. Try to hold it out as long as possible, and then you come up. So next, another time, take a deep breath in. Exhale, come down. Feel the navel hollowing out, and then start to up the belly button, in and out again. And again, pull everything up and in. Everything underneath the rib basket is hollowed out. And then come back up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, relax again. So now we'll try to move all the joints in every which way to keep the body in a state of radiant health. Hands on the hips, start with head circles. Try to bring the chin to the chest, the ears to the shoulders, back of the head to the top of the back. Roll the head around and around. And then go in the other direction. Feels the head are very heavy. Rolling all the way around the neck. Good. And now do the exercises with enthusiasm. Do the breathing with vigor so you get the full extent of the benefits. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, down. Continue. Inhale, pull the arms up, spread the fingers. Exhale, pull them down. Form fists as the hands come down. Now in front of the body, inhale, reach out. Exhale, snap it back in to the shoulders. Next, just throwing the arms back and forth, swing them. Try to get the arms behind the ears. And release. Arms across the chest. Imagine trying to bring the armpits right together in front of the body. Exhale, fold them back. Each time the arms come across the chest, alternates one arm over the other and then switch. And release. Remember that if you have you can't do any of the injuries properly without pain because of any injuries, so please respect those limitations. Raise your arms up, inhale, exhale, throw the body down. Allow the belly to slap the thighs. And then come back up, arms up over the head, exhale, sink down. If you can't go down all the way because of your knees, just come down as far as you can. And then come back up. Elbows out to the side, cactus your arms, and twist from side to side. You can do Kapalabhati if you know it as you do this. So as you turn to one side, just breathe out. The inhale happens as you come back to the center naturally as a result of the pressure from the exhale. And back. Next one, again, incorporates a squat, so do according to your condition. 4 movements. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, down. Inhale, press up off the heels. Exhale, come back down. Pretend you're Jack in the box, leaping out of the box and being pushed back down. Push the roots of your toes, come way up. Lift the heels as high as you can. And then release. So next one, arms in front of the body, the wrists the height of the shoulders. Inhale, circle around to the front. Exhale, pull in and punch right back out. Feel as though the arms are spring-loaded. down by sides of the body. Circle and a quarter this time. Inhale to the front. Exhale, pull and then drop the arms down right away. Good. Now, with your hands on your hips, lift the right foot and just turn the ankle. Good. Rotate the foot, and then the other way. And then the other foot. Left foot. Get to move all the joints. And then the other way. Good. And then shake your wrists, move them very fast like the wings of a hummingbird. Like you're trying to shake all the water off the hands to dry them. Good. Now from here, separate your feet so that your toes are beyond the edge of the mat. Going from side to side, left arm up. Exhale, bend to the right, right arm up. Bend to the left on the exhale. And then release. You can always find some modification if you can't do the movement properly. So raise your arms up, left arm up, inhale, bend to the right, hold the breath. Come back up, just for the waist, raise your right arm up, hold the breath as you go to the left. And then return. Keep going. Imagine weights attached to all the fingers to allow yourself to sink deeper into the stretch. Try not to make folds in the underside of the body as you stretch the top side of the body. Move gracefully like grass blowing in the wind. Open up like this. And the practice is an offering. Imagine the guru within is watching it all, so you want to make the guru proud by practicing just the way that they teach you. Always with grace, always with mindfulness. Reflect that in your practice. And when the guru senses that the students are dedicated and enthusiastic, they might be more apt to share more knowledge with them. Stretch. And then return. So come down onto the hands and knees. Cat cow. So do it with power so you feel generate some heat. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, stretch the belly skin. Exhale, stretch the back skin. Inhale, put some effort into it. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, telescope the neck out of the shoulders. Push your chest forward, away from the seat. Exhale, round your back. Inhale. Make sure you don't jam up the back of the neck or the lower back. Exhale. Make sure you create space between your chin and your chest so you don't close off the air passage completely. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Feel the movement of the shoulder blades. Inhale, sinking in towards one another, and then falling away from one another. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Then come back to neutral tabletop. Next one's for the hip. Hips. So raise right leg up on the inhale, swing it out to the right, and then throw it back up. Try to get the foot right over the head. And the foot gets all the way forwards, maybe the toes coming from the shoulder. And then release. Other leg up, inhale, swing it out to your left. And then release. Come onto the belly. This is to strengthen the back muscles, especially upper back. You want to engage the buttocks and the upper back muscles. If you can, join your hands together. This helps you get your body up higher. If it's too much for your shoulders, you can keep your hands apart. If your hands together, squeeze the heels of palms together, anchor down to the thighs and the tops of the feet. Inhale, come up. Exhale, down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Imagine trying to get your hands over your feet. Up. Down. 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 Up. And down. And relax. Drop your arms by the sides of the body. Breathe in. And breathe out. Next one. Bring your arms in front of the body. So you can do it. There's a couple of options for this. You can raise your arms and legs at the same time and come back down. Or you can raise the left arm and the right leg at the same time and come down. And just switch this way. If you have more power, you want to throw both legs up, and when the legs come down, the action is the legs come down, the hips and the chest come in contact with the ground, will throw the upper body up. So try not to use your hands too much, you're just there for balance. So looks like this. Continue. As you gain more momentum, you get more height. And then release. Forehead on the hands, breathe in. Breathe out. Let go of all fatigue. Learn to let go of the effort instantly. And then come back up, all the way back into child's pose. With practice, the body becomes accustomed to the movements, and then you move with more ease bit by bit. Starting off in child's pose, inhale, come up into high plank, high cat. Exhale, hips to your hands, chest forward, head back. Inhale, back up into high cat. Exhale, bring the seat back. No jerky movements. Inhale, come up smoothly. And drop your hips forward, push your chest all the way forward to the head back. Inhale, back up, round your back. Exhale, bring the seat behind the heels. Inhale, come up. No movements that will create a big fold, sharp fold across the lower back or the back of the neck. Inhale, back up. Exhale. Hollow up the throat so that you can again breathe normally through the whole sequence and forward. Try not to cut off the air abruptly and back. Inhale, come up. The same with the upper back and the back of the neck. Move in a way that doesn't break the flow of energy from the base of spine all the way up and back. Inhale up. Imagine if you're folding a hose in, folding it sharply, you'll cut off the water flow. Inhale up and back. Inhale. Exhale, uncoil gracefully. Take the head back and up. Inhale, back up. Exhale, all the way back. Inhale, rounding the back. Exhale, flexing the spine, arching the back the other way. And back into rounding and then flattening and lengthening. Inhale. Exhale. Make like a serpent uncoiling. Inhale. And back. Exhale. Inhale. Two more. Tuck the chin in. Exhale. Bring the head forward and up and back. Inhale. Up. Up. Inhale. On the inhale. Exhale. The seat all the way back. And one last time. Inhale. Rounding your back. Coming up. Exhale. Press the shoulders back. Chest forward. Head high. The nose pointing up. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Child's pose. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, relax. Next one, we're going to slide into Cobra. So 2 entries possible here. Just try to drag your body down the thighs, down the mat. And this is all done in the inhale. Hold the breath as you reach your forward height for Cobra. And exhale back. If you found that entry a little bit difficult, you can come into baby plank first. This again on the inhale. Drop your hips down and then bring your head back. Hold the breath, hold the pose. Make sure the neck stays long. Don't jam up the neck between the shoulders and ears. And then back, exhale. Continue. Imagine you're tugging the floor towards you. If you're gliding, press your nose to the ground and come up gracefully. Hold the breath, hold the pose. And back, exhale. Glide forward. Remember, blessed are those who can imitate the form, copy the teacher physically. Imagine how the balance range of motion like the serpent. Take the seat back. Twice blessed are those who can imitate the form physically and mentally. Be regal and wise like the serpent. Take the head back. And take the seat all the way back. 3 times blessed are those who can copy the teacher physically, mentally, and spiritually. Try to see God in all the forms. And God manifests in His universe through the forms in so many beautiful different ways. All the way back. Exhale. One more like this. Inhale. Pull the shoulders back. Toes go from the neck out. Shoulders to trunk out the hips. Hold the breath. Hold the pose. And back. Exhale. The next set, the same movement, but if you like, you can add in your legs. So press into your fingertips. And then bend your knees. Try to get your toes up towards the head. And back. Bhujangasana, King Cobra. Inhale, come forward again. You want to have your hips right behind your hands. Push into fingertips, lift the palms. Imagine you're squeezing socks behind the knees. And back. Don't worry if you can't get your toes to the head. Just try your best. Visualize yourself in the pose, and with constant practice, determination, the body may eventually obey. And back. And whatever you don't attain in this lifetime, be unconcerned and judging. Just keep trying. Go as far as you can this lifetime, and just pick up where you left off in the next life. Hold the breath, hold the pose. And back, exhale. Inhale, glide forward. We all experience everything. That is a meaning, that is a path towards self-realization. To realize everything, to learn everything through our experiences. Let's do one more. Glide forward. So you can touch your toes, head come right up onto your fingertips. 10 points of strong pressure. Get your body higher. And back. Rest in child's pose. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Now we're going to come onto the belly and then flip onto the back. So, arms up over the head, stretch out long, and as you exhale, squeeze yourself into tight ball knees, the shoulders, the chin between the knees, and all the way back. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, pull into a tuck. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tuck. Make your body look like a fist. Powerful movements. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, pull in tight. Inhale. Exhale. Feel as though all the muscles are trying to meet to the middle. Inhale. And exhale, squeeze. Inhale. Exhale, tuck in. And one more. Inhale. And squeeze in tight. Same action, but the breathing is different for the next set. Inhale, stretch out. Spread the toes and the fingers. Hold the breath as you come into tuck. Peel your shoulders up off the mat. Try to bring them right to the shoulders. Try to bring your forehead to your hands above your knees. Hold the breath. And release, exhale. If you can't touch your forehead to the hands, no matter. Just do your best. Raise your arms up. Hold the breath. Squeeze your elbows by the outside of the knees. You can bring one fist in front of the other. Maybe your forehead will come to the hands a little bit more easily. All the attention is placed in your eyebrows. And release, exhale. Raise your arms up overhead. Inhale. Hold the breath. Even if you can't touch your forehead to your hands, keep your attention at the base, at the center of the forebrow. And release. Make your mind one-pointed in its focus. Pull the arms straight out, and legs straight out in front, the arms straight back, and then come into the tuck. Release, exhale. Inhale. Again, extend, stretch. Hold the breath and tuck. Everything stops. All the attention is placed in your eyebrows. And release, exhale. Inhale, extend. Hold the breath and tuck. All the body motions, the mind activity and the emotions frozen. Release, exhale. Inhale, extend. Hold and tuck. Very tight. And release, exhale. One more. Inhale, stretch. And pull in tight. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And release. Take a moment. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, imagine you fainted. Let go of all struggle, all efforts. I'm just going to roll a bunch of times back and forth. You take a back squeeze and roll up. Just try to get involved as much as fun as possible. If you're strong, you can take your arms behind your head, bring your legs all the way back into plow, and come back down gracefully. No big crash landings. Once heels are down, sit up and fold the body down over the legs and come all the way back down. No jerky motions. No loud, hard, aggressive movements. Always smooth again. Think of this as an offering, so make it as beautiful as possible to watch. Come down. And this will bring about a better experience for yourself and for all beings. And the body's moving gracefully and smoothly and efficiently. All right. Fold. If you're doing the full version of this, try to keep your arms and legs straight, all works. We'll do one more after this one. You can also roll from side to side, so do again. the movement that is suitable for your body. The next time you roll back, be prepared to stand. So once the feet are ready to come down, bend your knees, plant your feet, and come right to standing. So now we'll continue with the sun salutation, move to the front of the mat. Okay. So now, come to the front of the mat. Surya Namaskara. Remember to offer the practice, do the practice because it must be done for the benefit of all. Raise your arms up over the head, arch back. Fold the body down. Bend knees if you need to, bring hands flat on the ground. The right foot back, lower down the knee, drop down to the seat. Into the plank, knees, chest, forehead down, and come right into upward facing dog. Can lift your hips and knees away from the ground. Arch the back. Take it back into downward facing dog. Lift the seat, allow the head to come down. And then right foot steps forward to the hands, drop down to the seat. If that is difficult, lower the knee down, left knee down first. If foot doesn't make it all the way, use your right hand to push it forward. And then the feet come together, chest on the thighs, head down. Come right to standing. Engage the buttocks and upper back as you're leaning back to support you in movement. Hands to the heart. Raise your arms up. Pull the body down in half. Chest on the thighs, head close to the feet. Left foot back. Into the plank. Hashtag Namaskara. Knees, chest, forehead down. Keep the elbows close to the body. And then come right up into upward facing dog. Charge the legs. Back into downward facing dog. To be flexible, touch your forehead to the ground. Then the left foot steps forward. Feet together. Uttanasana. Come all the way to standing. Reach up and back. Come back home. Hands to heart. Go up and back. Breathe naturally. Move the body. The breath will follow with a little more power and ease to the movements. Right foot back. Into the plank. Ashtanga Namaskara. Come into your upward facing dog. Back into downward facing dog. Again, try to keep the spine as long as possible. Right foot forward. Nice, smooth curve. No big interruptions. No big folds across the lower back or the back of the neck. Hands, butts, hearts, moving away. That promotes that length. Reach up and back. Lift the heart up away from the seat. Fold the body down. Left leg back. Push chest forward. And up away from the seat into the high plank. Ashtanga Namaskara. Elbows close to the body. Pushing to reach the heels, your palms. And come up. Upward facing dog. Back into downward facing dog. Left foot step forward. Feet together, Uttanasana. Chest on the thighs. If you're flexible, try to get your legs straight, seat over the heels. Come all the way up to stand and reach up. Come back home, hands to the heart. Adding on now, raise your arms up, stretch the whole front of the body. As you're coming down, bend your knees, land your belly on your thighs, and try to push your belly into your thighs, try to get your legs straighter. Now hold the breath, the right foot back, lower down the knee, can keep the toes bent under. Swing your arms all the way up and back, Kapyasana. Stretch from the toes all the way to the fingertips. Then come back into high plank. If you have it straight, you can bring the seat all the way back and come into upward facing dog, so drop your hips and release the ground. Pull the elbows into the sides of the body, pushing to reach your toes. Back into downward facing dog. Modify according to your abilities. Now from here, right foot steps forward, back knee down, drop your seat all the way forward towards your front heel. Arms up overhead, stretch again. And then come right forward, bend the knees, land the belly on your thighs, turn your hands over your back, and come all the way up to standing. Hands back to the heart. Raise your arms up. Fold the body down. Be the witness, watching the body moving all by itself. Push your legs back with your body, send your hands over your shoulder. Hold your breath, left foot back, knee down. Seat all the way forward so you can keep out as you reach back. Kapyasana. Come all the way back into high plank. Your entry of choice into upward facing dog. Good. Back into downward facing dog with constant practice. The body moves, learns tricks to move a little bit more efficiently. And feet together. Uttanasana. All the way up with the arms over the head. Hands back to the heart. One more round. With this variation, raise your arms up, stretch. Bend down, bend your knee, bring your belly onto your thighs, hands over your shoulders. Right foot back, lower down the knee. Right into Kapyasana. Take your arms all the way back, beside me and behind your ears. And then bring the hands back down into the high plank. Ashtanga Namaskara, or again. Swing right into it. Back into downward facing dog. Again, if you can, strike your forehead to the ground. Right foot forward, back knee down. Reach up, pull body out of the hips using your arms. And then come right forward. Belly on your thighs, hold your breath if you need to. It helps you to keep your body moving with control. All the way up. It engages the muscles that you need to move with grace and control. Raise your arms up. Hold the body down. Push the body into your legs. The head comes close to the feet. Hold your breath. Your left foot back. Down we go with your knee and the hips. Raise your arms up on the head. Stretch. Pull the hands. Bring the hands back down. High plank. And pull your body right in between the arms into upward facing dog. Hips between your hands. Head up high. Back into downward facing dog. All the movements graceful, all the transitions seamless, like you're doing a divine dance of devotion. Seat all the way forward, raise your arms up. Imagine your shapeshifter moving between the forms effortlessly. Swing your hands back behind the body, join your feet together, Uttanasana. Pull the body down, the legs, try to get your body right against the legs. Come all the way up to standing, reach up over the head. And then come back home, hands to the heart. Good. So next one, we're going to move a little bit faster, a little bit of a different variation. Raise your arms up, bring your hands down, plant your hands, hold the breath, jump back or walk back into chaturanga, hovering just above the ground, into upward facing dog, back into downward facing dog. Lift the heels, bend your knees, lift your hands, jump forward or walk forward. Pull the body onto your legs, come right up to standing. And then the Dharmaji legs go right back down. Forehead down against the shins if your legs are straight. Back into upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Lift the heels. Jump softly between your hands. Push your body into your legs. Come all the way up and back. And straight back down again. Planted your hands. Land softly. No big jarring movements. Into upward facing dog. Back into downward facing dog. Jump softly. Right up again, Hasta Uttanasana, and then bring the body right back down against the legs. Press your hands into your chaturanga, then upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Lift the heels, bring the feet forward, and come all the way up and back. Hands back to the heart. Good. So from here, take a deep breath in from the heart up to the crown. Hold the breath. Imagine all the love in our heart being circulated to all beings everywhere. And bring the attention back to the heart, bring the breath back to the heart. Remain established in divine love towards all beings everywhere. And release. So, no attachment to results, but do your best as always. So we'll continue with some balanced poses now. Standing on the left foot first, anchor down to the left foot. Bring the right foot up, take hold of the heel from the inside, and bring the leg and the arm out at the same time. The toes and the fingers on the same line. The body might look like a T. The arms at the height of the shoulders. If you're more flexible, bring the foot up higher. Flex the foot, lean it a little bit to your left, especially if your leg is higher, so that, again, you keep the same line between the toes and the fingers. Embody the grace, the poise, the beauty of a dancer. Whatever happens, be unconcerned, be unjudging. Good. Make it an offering. Now from here, bring the foot right in. If you have a lotus, you can bring your foot into lotus, the foot along the top of the left leg, the knee pointing down. So here, if you know how to take the body, you can take your left arm, right arm behind the back, use the left hand to assist the hand to the foot, and come back up. That's not exactly reachable. You can take your foot to your left hand, and right hand comes behind your back, holds your elbow. If you don't have the lotus, just bring foot into tree. Hands to the heart, raise your arms up over the head. Wherever you are is perfect if you're offering up the pose. Stretch up nice and high. Be like a tree, stately, magnificent. Keep on rising up higher. Now from here, lift, release a foot, bring the knee up as high as you can, and push it all the way against the front of the left leg. If you can twist your left, point the toes, you might be able to hook the foot. If it doesn't hook, don't worry, just leave it like this. Eagle, Garudasana, left arm comes over the right, intertwine the forearm, press them together, sink down a little bit more. Try to get your seat lower, but try not to bring your shoulders too forward. Press into your left foot and come up gracefully. Release the pose. Try it on either side now. Anchor down through the right foot. Take your left foot in your left hand. Hold the thumb behind the heel. Again, into ballet pose. Whichever height is suitable for your abilities. Lift up. You become what you believe. Graceful, magnificent. Merge with the form, embody all the qualities. Now bring the foot back into your tree pose. Push the foot into your inseam of the leg, just not against the knee, somewhere below or above. Or if you have a lotus, you can bring your foot into your lotus and take your binds either with this, with the right hand holding the foot, or the left hand from holding it from behind. And then if you have that bind, you can have your hand in Jnana Mudra. Otherwise, you can bring your arms above the head like the branches of a tree. If you're in lotus, try to point your knee right down. Keep getting taller and taller. Now from here, releasing the foot from the leg, bring the knee way up as high as you can so that it comes higher across the right leg. Point the toe, turn to right a little bit, and then you might be able to hook the foot more easily, the right arm this time over the left. Sink down. Try to get your seat low, your elbows in front of the shoulders. Look like an eagle, just contemplating where to fly next. Have the intense gaze of the eagle as well, unblinking. And then release, come back. Come to the back of the mat. Arms out to the side. Now imagine you're a gliding eagle. An eagle in another form. Bring your left foot forward. Reach down with your head above the height of the knee. And bring the right leg up. Try and get your foot higher than the head. The palms are down. You try to arch the back a little bit. Push the head forward. The belly's on the thigh, but just keep trying to find the length. Now bring the left hand down, extend the right leg. Make sure the hand is not too close to the foot, at least 14 or 16 inches away. The left hip over the heel. Bring the right leg up higher. Adho Dandasana. If you can look up. If you want, you can try to look forward. Hover your left hand up off the ground, maybe right to the heart. Maybe the right hand comes down on the left. If it doesn't happen, again, don't worry about it, just keep trying. Break the pose, bring the right foot back down and come back. You have to imagine yourself moving through the poses gracefully like a shapeshifter, moving without any effort. The right foot forward, come down. If it doesn't happen quite the way you imagine in your mind, be unconcerned, unjudging. Just keep trying. Keep on moving forward. No attachment to the results, no expectations. Imagine you're soaring down from a great height at great speed, just like an eagle soaring through the air. Point your toes. Now bring your right hand down in front of the right foot. Again, make sure you have enough distance so you can open up your hip more. And if your hand is too close to the foot, it might be a little bit more difficult to balance as well. Bring the left leg up nice and high. Open up and look up if you can to the hand above you. You'll bind up, you'll see your foot. Then from here you can look forward. Again, try to make sure your right hip is in line with your heel. Hold your breath, take your right hand up off the ground, maybe in front of the heart. And if you want, you can try to take your left hand in onto the other hand. Anjali Mudra, your chest is still turned to your left. And then break the pose. Bring the left foot down and come back. So come to the middle of the mat now, standing, facing along the edge of the mat. The fingers come in line with your elbows. Jump your feet apart or walk your feet apart. Go to your left. Turn your left foot forward and go deep into the hip. Try to make your hips work a little bit. The knees over the toes, the back knee. The left knee is a little bit over the toes, the back knee just a few inches from the ground. Enter into the warrior consciousness, strong, devoted, mighty. Bring your hands behind the back, pull hands down, lift the chest, bring the head back. Humble warrior. So as you're going, before you go into humble warrior, make sure the back foot is flat, anchored down, the outer edge of the foot. Go to the right a little bit, you might need to push your hip back, but don't raise the hip if you can. And then maybe the head will come right down to the ground. Your hip, especially if your hip is in the same height as the knee, your head will come down. If it's too much, you can bring the right knee down, right underneath the hip, and do it from here. Try to go to your right so your shoulders on the inside of the knee. Again, wherever you are is perfect if you're often with the pose. And expressing humility in this pose, humble warrior. Now, hold your breath, press into your feet, come up halfway, lower the back knee down, turn forward, turn to the front, toes flat on the ground, Kapiyasana again. Pull your arms all the way up and back. Rock your shoulders back and forward, try to get your seat, the tail to curl under, your chest up away from the seat. If it's too much, you keep your hands on the front knee, push into your knee and send your head back, lean away from the leg. Think of a monkey who's swinging from tree to tree. They have seemingly no bones in their arms, completely loose to the shoulders. Try to get that same flexibility. Good. Now from here, bring your hands down to the ground. On the inside of the left foot, move the left foot out. Bend your toes under and just rock back and forth a few times. Imagine your hips are made of lead. Push back one more time to the right foot, lower the knee down. If your hips are low enough, fall onto your right forearm and right hip. Roll back to your left. Keep your knee close to the shoulder. Try to get your back lower than the knee. If you keep on lengthening, telescoping your chest and head forward, the body will come closer to the ground. Try to anchor down the hips, and then the rest of the body might follow more easily. Now press into your hands, come back up. Slide your left foot in. So the heel and the back knees are in the same line. Bend the toes under and the back foot. If you can, see if you can lift the left foot up. If it comes up easily, it's well placed. Padivita Paschimottanasana. The right arm up, angle the toe and knee towards the left, same line. And then take the arm to the outside, go to your left. Your armpits, if you can, is resting on the outside of the knee. Your left hand pushes into your right. They start the shoulders, but as you push down, your left hand into right, the belly comes higher in the side, center of the chest comes behind your thumbs. Roll the left shoulder all the way back. You have to keep pulling the left hip back and the head forward. Keep the spine long. And then you twist. If you want to take a bind, push your seat back. Use your left hand to guide the right arm underneath the leg. Then throw your left arm over the back, join your hands together. If you can, take your foot up off your knee up off the ground. You can do this even if you don't have the bind. Push through the back heel, straight line from the heel all the way to the crown, continue to twist. Chest and face turn all the way up. Whoops. Alright. Whatever happens again, be unconcerned, just do your best. And then from here, release the pose, come back up to standing. So from here, come back and go to the right. Bend your right knee, sink into the seat. Come forward, be strong like the warrior. The temperament tries to remain the same no matter what is happening. Just dance as Dharma says. Whatever's happening in your life, be accepting, be content. It's all part of the divine plan. And now from here, bring your hands behind the back, pull the hands back, lift the chest, bring the head back, and from here, humble warrior. So make sure, again, your left foot is anchored down the outer edge. Push your seats back a little bit without raising your hip if you can. Go to your left, humble warrior. Bring your forehead down. Maybe you'll touch the ground beside your foot. Modify if you need to, but bring your left knee down. And pull hands over your head. Express the humility of the warrior. Always ready to render divine service to the people they protect. Now from here, press into your feet. Hold your breath, come up halfway. And from here, place your left hand down, turn towards the front. Left knee down, flatten out the left toes, and then come all the way up into Kapayasana. Lift the chest, pull the arms back. Try to get your fingertips over the back toes. Reach. Go to the edge of your potential, but do it so mindfully so you don't come into a place of pain or suffering or anxiety again. Think of what you're sending out there. Good, now release the pose. Bring your hands down. I'm going to do it this way so you can see another angle. Your foot goes to the outside edge of the mat. Make sure that the shin stays in the same line. It stays nice and vertical. Make sure your right heel is down. And you push back through the left heel. As far back as you can, lower the knee down, flatten out the toes. And if your hips are low enough, you just roll to your left, get your left forearm down, roll back to the right. If you're very low, you can bring your right arm to the outside of the foot. This allows your body to come down maybe a little bit more easily. And keep on pushing your chest forward. Imagine you're about to go into cobra. Same action. You're pulling with your arms to telescope your body further by the hips. And when your hips are down, eventually the pelvis, the belly, and the chin will come right down. Keep your knee close to the shoulder. This should not be happening like this, nor this. Keep both sides of your hips down equally. Be like a lizard just sunning yourself on a warmer. And now come back up onto your hands. Pull the foot in, and then come upright, shoulders, hips, back knee in the same line. Bend and toes under the back foot, hands to your hips. So you can raise the right leg up, the right foot up off the ground. Again, if it comes up relatively easily, it's in the right spot. The leg should look like a box. Left arm up, go to the right, ankle and toe the knee towards the left, foot following the same line as the knee, and then bring the right hand onto your left. Push very hard. Try to get it so that you're sitting chest behind your thumbs, your belly's higher than the thigh. And then you roll the right shoulder all the way back, turn your face and chest up. You have to keep pushing the shoulder against the outside of the knee. If you want to take a bind, push your seat back. Use your right hand if you like to guide your hand underneath. You push your seat back to give yourself more room for the arm to go, slide underneath. Right arm goes over the back, you join your hands together underneath the belly, and then you can see you can lift your back knee up off the ground. Hold the breath. Push through the heel, and then go into the pose. You have to push really hard to the back heel. Keep the back knee up, don't sag to the hips or the knee. Pull on the arm to get a little bit deeper into the twist, chest and face turned all the way up. And then break the pose, bring hands back to the inside of the foot, get ready to come back up. Go between your legs, turn this way so you can see. Prasalita Palattanasana. You can take hold of the ankles, or move even the hands down, so if you're stepping on your fingers with your outside edge of the feet. Extend the head forward and then pull the body right between your legs. Try to get your head between your feet. Shoulders lift up. Try to keep your back straight. From the front, like this. Or from the side, it looks like this. If you're very flexible, you can take your hands behind the back, join them together, pull the head in a little bit more so you can get your hands all the way to the ground. You have to have quite a bit of mobility in your shoulders to do this. So again, no forcing, no going to a place that's beyond your limits that'll send you in a place of pain. Be mindful in your practice. If you want to go to a headstand from here, you may. If your head's on the ground, you can bring your hands behind your feet, fingers in line with your heels, your arms are at right angles, and then push into your hands, hold the breath, and then you can, those you can straddle your legs up, go ahead. If you can't straddle your legs up from here, you can bring your feet behind your wrists and just land just under the knees against your elbows and pull your toes away from the ground. Eventually, if you press into your hands, you might be able to get your toes up. Your knees around your elbows. Okay, so bit by bit. Now, if you're in a headstand, start to make your way down gracefully. Open up your legs again. As your feet come close to the ground, engage your core more. Push into your hands, try to land your feet exactly in the same place where they start beside your head. Arms out to the side and come all the way up. Walk your feet in a little bit so your heels on the inside of the mat, your toes can still be on the outside. Easy Chakrasana. Hands on your seat. Bend your knees so your knees are beyond your toes, in front of your toes, and push into your seat, pull down. And then keep pulling down as you're trying to curl the tail under. Push your chest forward and up. And then if you want, you can slide your hands one at a time, down the backs of the legs, landing them just below the knees. Push the heels of your palms into your knees. Thumbs go further through as you roll the thighs outwards and roll the shins inwards. More flexible, you can keep going. Some of you might be able to step on your fingers with your heels. Again, please move only according to your abilities. Now, depending where you are, come back up with your hands somewhere on the legs or your feet. Walk hands one at a time up the backs of your legs. Push into your seat, pull down at the same time, and come back up. Bring your chin into your chest as you're coming up. Going from here, arms out to the side. Jump or walk your feet together. Come into mountain consciousness. Steady, unshakable, and unmovable in your devotion to serve others through your practice. Move to the back of the mat. If you like, you can fall into plank. Only do this if you have strong arms and wrists that are not that can support it. Otherwise, you just come onto your knees and make your way into plank. If you're going to plank, you want to land your hands a little bit in front of your shoulders. You come forward. And so from here, high plank, and then move into side plank. Move your left hand a little bit to the right. Make sure your arms in the same line and that you're not dropping into the shoulder and dropping down to the hips. If this is happening, bring the left knee down underneath the knee and do it from here, the modified version. If you want, you can raise your right leg up. Press to the inner edge of that left foot. Now come back down, come into high plank. Go on the other hand now. The hand a little bit in front of the shoulder, keep your arm extended. And then come into your side plank. Again, if you want, you can raise the left leg up. Keep your hips up. And back down. Into the high plank. Lower down the knees. Sit in thunderbolt for a moment. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, remove all fatigue. So from here, if you know another version of Vasisthasana, side plank, you can go into it. Otherwise, repeat the same thing. You can stay on the knee. If you stay on the knee, you can maybe experiment with taking up your right leg up and taking hold of the foot. Other variations. Make your way into plank And go on your left hand and left foot now to side plank. If you want, slide your right toes back alongside the left knee, spin on the left foot, and try to bring your hip all the way up. You move your left foot in a little bit, make sure the inside edge of the foot is anchored down. The foot is no more than 45 degrees, it's between 30 and 45 degrees. The left foot, so you can take your right foot up off the ground. And if you can catch the knee, more flexible. Take hold of the foot. Your hip has to be very high. Imagine trying to get your hip, your knee right over your foot. Break the pose, come back, keep your hips high, keep your left arm fully extended, come back into high plank. Go on the other side now. Right hand moves towards the left, push your feet up. As you're going into your side plank, if you're doing the advanced variation, slide your left toes back, turn on the right foot. Make sure the inside edge foot is anchored down, otherwise you fall out of the pose more easily. Push your hips all the way up, so you can take your left foot up off the ground if you can, and hold it. You can take hold of the knee or the foot. Break the pose, come down gracefully, return. Know your abilities. Knees down, head down. With constant practice, you'll increase your abilities. Angry determination. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, and come back up. Think of your body as a channel through which you're sending out all the love and the benefits. Don't think too much about the results. Okay, don't attach the fruits. This will impede you, so you just try to make yourself a channel for offering, and then the body will open up. So now, an inversion. So you can do a headstand. If you know how to get into headstand, go ahead. If you don't have a headstand, you can do a number of things. You can maybe take, if you're very uncomfortable with your feet leaving the ground, just bring your forehead from your knees and lift your feet up. Try to get your hips over your knees and your back forward, so your upper back looks like a wall. If it's too much pressure to the back of the head, and the neck, you just bring your head a little bit forward so you're more on top of the head. If you feel you can go a little bit further, you can lift your feet up, walk your feet towards you. If it's too much, bring your forearms down beside your head. Your wrists just in front of your head, and press into your forearms so you get more support with your arms. And bring more weight onto your forearms. If you want to go further still, you can bring your hands on either side of the mat, fingers tented, palms facing towards you, fingers facing away. And bring one leg back. And you can just lift the heel, keep the foot behind you very close to the seat, bend your leg very deeply, flex the foot, imagine trying to get your foot to the ground behind you. And then maybe eventually you can pull the toes away from the ground and the leg that's in front. If you keep pushing to the back foot, you'll eventually land your feet at the same height. Don't jump into it. Move with control. Just press off the roots of your toes, press into your fingertips. Make sure your arms are very wide and in front, not beside your head like this. Turn your wrists, the palms towards you as well. All the way forward. Your arms are more than 90 degrees. And you find the balance more easily. Now break the pose wherever you are. Come down with control. Into child's pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Roll your way up. Bring your feet in front. Scoot your seat towards the heels. Roll back, throw your legs up. Bring your hands onto your back, and your legs are coming up. Come into baby plow. Now from here, you can stay here. If you want, try to push more into your back. Try to get your seat over your shoulders. And you can keep your thighs against your body. Your knees come onto your shoulders. Maybe if you're very flexible, your knees come almost to the ground in front of your shoulders. If your feet are on the ground behind your head, you can take your hands down. Join your hands behind your back. Press the outer edge of the hands down. And then just keep your knees by the ears. Imagine you're using them to shut off all the ears and all the distractions coming through the ears. Close the eyes. Remove all the distractions. If you can withdraw from your senses, you can concentrate more effectively. If your feet are not on the ground, keep your hands on your back to support you so you don't roll back out of the pose. If you want, you can keep your legs straight. Your thighs don't have to be against the belly. You can have your traditional plow. Again, what suits your condition, where you can find steadiness, is where you go. Now again, when you come back down, press into your hands, your palms are down behind your back. And then roll back down. At some point, as your feet's coming down, bring your hands close together, your thumbs together, your index fingers together, and your feet lands on your wrists. Bring your legs down almost to the ground, and when you're coming close to the ground, push into your elbows, lift your head up, your back up off the ground. Pull the elbows in, push your chest all the way up, and the top of the head comes down. If you're feeling stronger, you can keep your feet up 12 inches off the mat or raise them up 12 inches off the mat. Breathe very fast now through the nose. Bring your head down, bring your legs up a little bit higher, about 45 degrees. Continue with the fast breathing through the nose. Swing your legs up a little bit more, get a little momentum, press into your ground, and then come right up into Navasana. You can keep your legs straight if you can, or bend your knees. Shins level with the ground. And here, last streak of breath again. One more, plant your feet down, turn your toes out, fingers facing back, throw your hips up, chest higher than the shoulders, make the belly bounce. Lower the seat down. From here, come forward, hinge at the hips, get your shoulders, your armpits right on your knees, take hold of the feet. If you're flexible, you can just, don't waste your time, you can just push your feet all the way forward, try not to detach your body from the thighs. If you do have tight hamstrings, you might not be able to, if you do this, your body might come away from the thighs, so keep your knees bent a little bit. Imagine your chest going beyond the knees, bring your attention to the space, to the base of the spine. Keep telescoping your head forward. Flatten out your body on the legs. Come back up. Dandasana. And then turn your hands the other way. Throw your hips up here. Bring your toes ground. So pull your heels in a little bit. Pull your toes down. If it's too much, you use your bench pose again. Lift the chest and again. Get very fast. Lower the seat down. Separate your feet. From here, bring your forearms down. Lie down on your back. Arms up to the side, and just bring your both knees over to the right. And try to bring the right foot on top of the left knee and use the foot to push the knee down. Or you can just keep your feet apart, your knees separate. Make sure the back of the left shoulder doesn't come off the mat, and try to get your right knee back down to the ground. Go to the other side, bring your feet wide apart, the feet on the other edge of the mat, and then drop your knees over to your left. If you want, you can slide your left foot over top of the outside of the right knee and use it to anchor the knee down. right knee towards the front of the mat. You might feel more of a stretch along the thigh. And then from here, release, Shavasana. Extend the legs fully, the feet falling away from one another, the feet apart, the hands coming a little bit closer to the body, maybe about halfway. With the palms still facing up and the hands still be on the edges of the mat. And relax here. Let go of all fatigue. Go of all effort. Imagine the best happening right now. Imagine all the benefits streaming into the body like great beams of light. Feel yourself being infused by all the goodness. Bring it right to the spiritual heart, the residing place of God, the highest self. And as God is equally present in all forms, everything that you bring in goes out to all beings. Open yourself up physically to these benefits. Become in fuller force as a result of you offering up your practice. Open yourself up mentally to receive these. Be grateful for everything that comes to you, everything that you are, everything that you can do, and share it with all beings. All the experiences allow us to gain some knowledge that helps us in some way to come closer and closer to realization, self-realization. Be grateful for all the knowledge that allows us to learn the patterns that cause pain and suffering and to stop those actions, so we don't keep on landing back in that place of suffering and pain, and others as well. Continue to exercise intention in your day-to-day life and all your interactions. Try to see the divine in each and every being that you interact with, knowing that they are divine manifestation. So now prepare to come back from Shavasana in a way that is gentle, that is mindful, and quiet, and reverent. Close the practice with Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Instill the peace within and send it out to all beings everywhere. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be receptive to the grace of God, all is within. Namaste. Thank you very much for coming. As always, sending much love to you all. If you feel you need more Shavasana, I invite you to continue your Shavasana. Deep relaxation is very good for helping more release of the impurities. Namaste. Until next time.